So, as you can see, I kind of started without y'all, but it's about 35 minutes into installing the Chinese headers. I made those cat deletes a while back. Blew the cats out with my two-step, but that is what it is. This would be really pretty simple if you were a little bit luckier than I am. But rear bolts on both sides have broken off. You can see that one's flush. What about the spark plug? Kind of blurry, but you can tell. You can see that one's broke off, actually recessed. This one was broken off with about 3/8 of an inch sticking out. My go-to method for removing these is welding a nut on them. Usually works really well as long as you have room, and luckily enough, you got a bunch of room to work with on these rear ones once you get the manifolds out. This one's already broken loose, coming out. Hopefully the other side is this easy once I get the nut welded on, and these headers will be in really pretty quick. I was expecting it to be a lot more difficult than this, but yeah, this car was in Wisconsin for, I don't know, 3-4 years, so it's got a little bit of rust. You can see a little bit of corrosion like on the motor mounts. I'm running Creative Steel solid mounts on this car, and yeah, it's really going pretty smooth up except for these two studs or bolts broken off. But yeah, hopefully the headers actually fit. Should know pretty quick. And just because y'all aren't gonna believe me, and I know it, check this shit out. Oh yeah, that's the one that was flush, or actually was recessed. It's coming up. Come on now, focus. Let's remove that one. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. Yeah, probably should go give me a lotto ticket. So, I'm pretty lucky today. And then, where's that? There's the other one. So there's the one from the driver's side that was broken off. But 3/8. Took 2 tries per side to get one to stick. Yeah, see, welded a nut to the end of the stud, and out she came. And here's, let me get in the light. Here it is. This was the recessed side. The passenger side doesn't give you near as much clearance as the driver's side does. So what I ended up doing is you can kind of see, ended up grinding it at an angle. I'm using my bench grinder. And you can see to the left side how it's narrower, so that I could get the wire down from that through. That was going towards the bottom, so I fed the wire in through the bottom side where it was narrow, so I could get to the actual stud, because that extra thickness of the nut was actually preventing me from getting a good penetration on the broken off bolt. But 2 for 2. Yeah. Oh, and this car, she's got about 160,000 miles on it. So yeah. So it just goes to show anyone can do it. Oh yeah, you see all the Creative Steel fun stuff back there. All you people like to complain about. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. As you can see, I got them in. They passenger side's easy. Let's just say that. This side, it's not too bad. As long as you gotta pull the steering shaft out. I went ahead and pulled all 3 bolts. I think you could probably get away with just pulling out the top one and the bottom one and just sliding the bottom off the rack. But I went ahead and pulled all 3, and then I just fell right in. I started about 8:15. It is now 11:30. That is also including time for me to take a break and go get dinner. When I ate during that, so you could probably, I really think you'd have this done about 3 hours on a lift. 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I reused the stock gaskets, and for now I went ahead and put the bolts in, stock bolts. I've got new bolts coming, and I've got header wrap coming as well. So these will be coming back out in a couple days. I just wanted to see how they fit. And overall fitment is pretty great. I'm running the Creative Steel solid mounts, so I don't know if you got shorter mounts. May not be quite as good, but with these, it's really good. Look, even the steering shaft. I don't know if I can get you an angle where you can see, but there's probably about a 1/2 inch of clearance with the steering shaft. Let's see. If I can get you an angle. There you go. Now you can kind of see. Yeah, it's almost a 1/2 inch of clearance with the steering shaft. And on this side, fit is really nice as well. It is a little close on the side over here, but not too tight. You can move the heat shielding or heat wrap stuff, the factory stuff, and there's still enough clearance that it won't cause any issues. But it's a little snug on the outside over here. But overall, fitment is really good. Really happy with the way they fit. You are going to need some kind of extension. At least I would run them. You can probably see on this side, I unhooked it from the back of the head and stretched it down, pulled it, and there's enough slack that you could do that on this side as well, I think. But I really don't want to shove my hand up in that little tiny hole right now to pull it off the back of the head. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and order the extensions. 6-inch extensions would be plenty for this. You don't need like the 18s, but I'll see what they have. If they got short ones, I'll do that, or maybe I'll cut the wires on the O2s and solder and extensions in, or that's probably what I'll do. Pretty cheap. But yeah, fitment, really good. Yeah, overall, really happy with them. The only thing that is kind of a concern, or doesn't fit quite as well as it could, is this is where it mates to the exhaust, the cat back. This is a MagnaFlow. This is probably going to depend on what your particular exhaust and your car and your headers that you get. But as you can see, it's just a tiny bit off. You can tweak it and you can get it to line up. But it's not perfect is all. But for $280, $240 from Pro Tuning Lab, don't buy from Speed Daddy on eBay. They suck. Yeah, and yeah, just don't go through them. I don't like them anymore. But yeah, overall fitment is really good. I'll go ahead and lower it, and we can get a top view of it. So it's down on the ground. This is my first time looking at it from up top. I don't have the coil packs on yet, or the plug wires, since I'll be pulling them off in a day or two anyway. So I'm not going to put them on because this thing's just going to sit in here. It doesn't get daily driven or anything. But look at this. You got room for days. Looks like doing plugs on this with these headers is going to be easier than doing them with stock manifolds. It's ridiculous. Look at this side even. Passenger side. It's a little bit more tight, but still plenty of room. They're not the primaries aren't blocking any of the plugs. Man, they come out just enough where you can get a socket. Looks like you can probably even get a socket on that front one. On the number what is that? Number 1 and the number 2 cylinders. I have to think about that one. It's pretty late. Yeah, overall, really happy with these things. See how they hold up? As long as they hold up, as long as the flanges don't leak, well worth the money. Yeah. Buy these things while they're cheap, because they won't be cheap for long, I don't think. Thought I'd finish the video, but I remembered one thing I needed to mention. This wire right here, you can see it goes up around the bell housing, comes down behind the motor mount. That is the charge wire coming off the alternator and goes up to the battery. You need to reroute that or wrap it or something in heat shield or heat wrap or header wrap or something, because see how close it gets to these headers? Even with a wrapped header, you need to do something with that, or your header can melt through it and cause you a major ass ache. You go ahead and take like the 20 minutes, whatever it takes you to do it, and wrap that wire or reroute it. Because if you don't, it's pain. It's a real pain. Car just shuts off on you. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. Oh, and I guess now's as good a time as any. If you haven't joined the CTSV1 versus the world page on Facebook, do it. Yeah, I know some of y'all might be like, oh, Facebook's too old school for me. I'm Twitter. That Snapchat though. Whatever you want to do. But the Facebook group is full of very knowledgeable people, and they can help you with pretty much anything. Except don't go asking about how do I fix my wheel hop and all that bull crap. And know how to use Google. Learn to use Google. Yeah. Those are probably like, what, 2 life lessons right there. Use Google and don't ask about how to fix wheel hop. But yeah, headers fit great.